Welcome everyone, Marcelo is my name. I am the niche fragrance collector, and this young man here I call the aromatic kid. Now why do I do that?
Because, I'm a young guy, love aromatic smells. It's kind of quite a common thing for my age.
So I'm if you want to categorize who I am, I'm his pusher. So you have in your collection Green Irish, Aventus, and Silver Mountain.
That's right.
And I am the culprit.
What you want, what you need. Gotta take all you get, my love, cause you know it don't come for free. Hey, yeah, yeah, what you want, gotta get what you need. Gotta take all you get, my love.
I am a big Creed fan, and I've converted young Josh here into that same sort of category. Because my collection is fairly extensive, what I've done is I wanted to get Josh's perspective when it comes to, what does he think of these fragrances. So for the past week, I gave Josh Himalaya.
That's right.
And get him to see what it was like. How did he experience it? What was his thoughts on it? Before I go any further, some people compare it a little bit to Green Irish. I actually fell in love with this one first. I bought Himalaya first, Green Irish later.
Okay, that's cool.
So there's something about Himalaya that really draws me in. Before I say any more, I'm gonna hand over to you. What were your thoughts on this?
So, I had it for a week. So during this week, I did really fall in love with this perfume. It's got a great opening. When I first smelled it, it's always, you fall in love with it straight away. I say this to a lot of aromatic perfumes, but I really think, this does have a bright opening.
So that bright opening is really mandarin, lemon, and bergamot. They're the three, key sort of ingredients that come out. However, there's a slight spice in there. Are you getting, so yes, it's a bright sort of citrus opening, but it's not a classic citrus opening. There's something else happening in there.
Yeah, I know what you mean. There is spice to it also.
Yeah.
It does settle pretty fast to that spice smell. I think it's really strong with the citrus smells, but then it also comes, there is that hint of spice I can smell.
When you were testing, were there any, did you go to any girl's house, any parties, anything where the ladies were basically?
To be honest, no, I didn't do too much this week.
Right.
But it did bring that self-confidence.
Okay, so you basically enjoyed it. The reason why I asked, for some reason, I've been wearing it for a while, and whenever I do, the girls, and when I say girl, the women in my life, so my wife, my sister, other friends, etc., the females in my life, actually pick up on this fragrance. They actually like, as I sort of go past, or as I'm wearing it, the sillage on this is actually quite nice, and they actually pick up on it. Yeah,
well, to be honest, if I had longer, I bet you I would probably have the same thing also.
So I find that this one here, where my wife does love Green Irish, it's interesting that I get more of a response from Himalaya than I do when I'm wearing Green Irish Tweed.
Yeah.
And this is my take on it. I find that the girls, from a guy point of view, the girls like this on a man, whereas a man likes to wear, and other men pick up on Green Irish.
Yeah, okay, I agree with that statement a lot.
Because I find that Green Irish, it's a statement maker. It's you're the man in the room. Whereas this one here, the guys they don't really sort of. Well, I found that they're not picking up on when I'm wearing the fragrance, but the girls do.
Yeah, I know what you mean. With Green Irish Tweed, I could see it in a job interview.
Right.
And that's not really a setting where you're trying to impress a girl. You're trying to impress your boss. Trying to impress.
You want to create presence.
Exactly. It's the smell of success.
For me, I feel that this one here is a bit of a hidden gem. Not many people have actually caught on to Himalaya.
Yeah.
They probably lean more towards Green Irish, but I would recommend that you give this one a test. I think it's actually, you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. It's awesome.
And it's a prize. As I said, I bought this first before I even got Green Irish. Opening notes are lemon, mandarin, and a bergamot. In the heart, you're looking at juniper berries, nutmeg, pepper, lavender, and jasmine. And then finally in the base, sandalwood, vetiver, and cedarwood. If I were to categorize it, for me, this is a citrus woody fragrance. The citrus, they sparkle at the start. It does pretty much stay through the fragrance. It is aromatic. There is the spices in there with the nutmeg and things of that nature. But it does settle into these wonderful woods.
Yeah.
For me, longevity, I'd like to know about you. I'm getting about 5 hours, 5 clean hours where I'm smelling the fragrance, where the people are picking up. Whenever I'm wearing this, my wife, it's almost like she has a radar for Himalaya. She instantly like, oh man, whatever you're wearing is awesome. So I'm always getting compliments.
That's cool, yeah.
Same for other, like I said, the other females in my life. I'm also getting a response from them. They're always enjoying when I'm wearing this fragrance.
Yeah, for me, 2 sprays, enough for 5-6 hours, easy. So I kind of agree with what you're saying. Yeah, 5-6 hours.
Now we work in an office, all right? So we're not in and out of cars. We're not sort of working out in the environment. So
it's like I'm sweating or anything.
Yeah, so I find that because of the environment we're in, our fragrances do tend to last a little bit longer. Now the next one that we've got is Royal Oud. Now, Josh has not tested this yet. This, in fact, is actually a recent inclusion in my collection. A shout out to Aroma from Heaven. So we did a video together. I'll put a link here. The man, Bartison, is in love with all things oud. And so he actually brought in, I don't know why I stepped away from Royal Oud. I should have given it a chance. But what I want to do first is I want you to smell. I'm not going to tell you what it is, because I don't know what his response is going to be.
To be honest, I'm not very familiar with oud smells also.
So this is an awesome, absolutely awesome oud fragrance.
Okay.
So this is like a rock star
Yeah.
in the oud world. So give me your hand. Which hand did you?
This one's blank canvas.
Okay. I'm gonna give you 2 sprays. Smell that to start off with.
It's pretty strong.
What are you getting?
Well,
Don't you think it has
obviously oud, being oud
It
smell.
has a sassiness to it. Define what? Okay, yeah, it's oud, but it's a sassiness
Yeah.
to it. There is
Well, it's got a lot of spice.
the spice, but there's a kick in there, man. It
It is a kick. It is a strong kick.
It has an oud presence. The great thing about this particular fragrance, when it dries down into heaven. It's just glorious to wear. On the opening notes, you're getting a very animalic oud. So there is definitely an oud presence. All right, so now this guy.
All right,
Where's your clean canvas?
we'll go with this one on the forearm.
All right. Smell that. Look at the difference.
Yeah, for me, I think this one doesn't have as strong as a kick as the first one.
I'm gonna say this does not smell like oud.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm gonna say this is like a cedar wood, a forest.
yeah,
You know, compared to that animalic, sort of more bassier notes, this is
it's clean. It
Clean.
smells very clean to me.
it's definitely woodsy.
Yeah,
This has oud in it. This is an oud with a Creed DNA.
yeah.
Yes, it has oud in it.
But it's like a Creed's take of oud.
Yeah.
That's how a great way.
Fresh, it's inviting, it's sophisticated, it's an elegant fragrance. I mean, for me, this is a really well put together man. This is this is a 3-piece suit. This is going out to a formal meeting. For me, this is my day fragrance going to the office. But if I want to really impress and I want to create, that's the other thing. So Green Irish creates this sort of presence in the room, whereas this one here, it does radiate, but there's a sophistication to it. There's something special about this. When I'm wearing it, I do feel a sense of confidence, a sense of power as a result of the fragrance. Do you think that this is a young man or an older man's fragrance?
To be honest, when smelling the first oud, I was like, this is not a young man smell. But this one, I think the Creed's done a very good job, making this is kind of a young man smell. I do agree this is a young man smell. It can be, yeah.
I would put this one here as a younger man, mid-20s, something like that. Whereas this one here, I feel that maybe it leans a little bit more to a more mature young man. So late 20s, early 30s, that sort of style.
Yeah.
You agree, disagree?
No, I totally agree. I do think with ouds, I do think they're a bit more of an older man smell.
Right.
Coming from me, from a younger guy. But I do really like this one though. I do think this is, like you said, late 20s, young 30s.
This is the first time you smelt it though.
Yeah, this is the first time. I've never smelled it before. But I do agree with that statement though.
Starts off with the pink pepper, lime, bergamot, and galbanum. In the heart, you're looking at angelica seeds, cedarwood, cardamom, and cloves. Then finally in the base, musk, ambergris, frankincense, gaiac wood, and oud from Vietnam. If I had to blind smell this, I would say it's a cedar wood style fragrance. It has a beautiful, crisp, woody, fresh smell to it.
It is a really
Anyway,
fresh smell.
It's a rock star. For me, absolute rock star. When it comes to longevity, I get 5 to 6 hours out of it confidently. So a nice confident 5 to 6 hours. When it comes to its projection, it sits at a moderate. Its sillage is actually funny. The sillage on this is higher than this one, I feel. I don't get a lot of people sort of like picking up on the fragrance. I mean, I'm smelling it, but yeah, I find that the sillage on Himalaya is actually stronger than Royal Oud.
Okay, yeah.
For me.
I still really think Himalaya is a hidden gem. You know, I think this deserves a bit more respect. But I know if you buy one of these or get one of these, I think you'll be really pleased with it.
I agree. Go out and test it. Himalaya, it stands on its own. It's its own entity. And the second part to that is I think that Royal Oud is a hidden gem. Again, embarrassing that I didn't go out and test this earlier. Big fan, love this fragrance. If you're scared of oud, and I think that's what it was. I was just scared of oud a little bit. I don't have a lot of oud fragrances in my collection. But anyway, awesome fragrance. If you are interested in any of the creeds or this particular lineup, you can go to Libertine Parfumerie. The code is NFC, and they will provide you with a gift with purchase valued at $120, which is basically samples from their different collections. Thank you, Josh.
No worries.
Next week, this man is borrowing another one of my fragrances.
Don't know yet.
It's a mystery. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you on the next episode.